are we at a stage wherein any new idea, any new use case that somebody comes in, is it something that has to be built from scratch, or the ecosystem is already to a stage where most of the use case that I talk about probably is being worked upon by somebody here and there, some open source information and tech would be available, which can mean that, probably what I'm thinking about is not as expensive as it could have been.
Now that's a very valid question, because so there are three layers that I talk about to anybody who is running a business, and it depends on the type of the business that they are running, right? The first layer is that I want to change and adopt few things in my ecosystem. Now, with the coming up of the ecosystem of startups, right, with LLMs being available, open source LLMs being available on GPUs with the hyperscalers as well, right? So, for example, Meta's Llama is available on Azure and AWS, right? You can go and start using it. Install is available. There's so many other LLM which are available even on the hyperscalers. That startup ecosystem has started building a lot of use cases. So today, I don't think any startup can afford to say that they're not an AI startup, right?
Yeah.
Which is slightly crazy, I would say, but it's okay. We'll live with that for some time. So, and I think there will be a variant of the use case that you will have where somebody in the ecosystem is trying to solve for the same. Right? When I look at use cases being solved at a farmer level, where a farmer today is able to take a picture of a crop and say whether what kind of pesticides is required, what pest is there using AI. I am pretty sure and reasonable that your business will have a use case.
Oh yes.
If your business has a use case, I would not say it's 100% matches, but I'm reasonably sure that some other startup ecosystem which is thinking about a similar use case,
upon it,
right? Now, why are they building or not building, or it's just an idea? Maybe it's because they are not finding the right customers. You could be their first customer as well. But there are enough and more players in the ecosystem which can help you create the thing that you want. So when I say at the first layer, when you're starting to think, right? So when we have two frameworks. One is an assessment tool, and the other is the framework. The assessment tool is something called as gear. So we talk to you, we'll figure out could be done self assessment model also, but we do assisted assessment also, where we map your journey and you tell you which gear you're in. So if we all know cars, right? And there are gears in the car. So you can be stuck in the first gear, you can be stuck in the second gear, you want to move to the fifth gear of growth. So we'll tell you which gear you are in. Once we have identified your gear, we will bring a framework called a shift, because you need to shift your gear. Right? So when we do this assessment, right, then we really understand the organization and say, okay, you typically will fall into three categories. The first category is your use cases are pretty much something that other people we think we have heard in the industry. Here are a bunch of the folks and the startups who are currently building on these. Go and start adopting them. I don't need to create a vision API. So today, if a drone is going, right, if I need to go and do a pipeline check of a building. Let's say I'm a builder who does multiple buildings and there are pipes and the inspection needs to happen. I don't need to do all of that stuff. I can have smart cameras. I can take a picture. The AI model will say how good or bad it is, right? So you can just simply go and adopt technology. Go search the ecosystem, find the right partner, adopt the technology. Second, the stage is where your case is slightly unique. Right? We're manufacturing stuff which requires certain specific learnings. So we were working with a company which had meat products, right? So now when they do poultry, they have meat products. They wanted to identify and create a model which said, I want to look at the meat and say, if the meat is old enough, should I discard the meat?
Okay.
Right? If the meat is going to go bad in next 2 days, should I discount it at 75% and sell? Now that required, and then they had them in manufacturing and they had their all the kind of plan for packaging and all that stuff. That required a bit of training. I'm working with another customer which does the panel manufacturing. Right? Their panels are unique.
Okay.
Now for that you require certain dedicated training of the models. So for that, what you need to do is you can't pick up something which is available in the market, but you can pick up something, train that thing and start using it. Train it with your own data.
Yeah.
So that becomes relevant for you. So that's the second stage. Depends upon your type of the organization you are in.
Right.
Third and the last stage is somebody who would start building it when you don't have it. So whole idea of people talking LLM coming in, oh, there are so many models, start doing that, start doing this. Am I an AI company? Do I need to hire data scientists? No. It's very simple. Dissect your organization. You know your business the best.
Oh, yes.
Get somebody to help you.
Yeah.
To understand whether your use cases are something that the industry is already serving with. If yes, start adopting it tomorrow. That's the first step of your journey.
Right.
Second is train. Third is we'll worry about creating a rocket which has needs of.
Got you. Yeah, right. So, you would have tasted the success by the time you come to a stage where you say, okay, I need to build something,
Yeah.
right? Because if somebody has done 50% of my job, that can actually give me the comfort that, where I'm going is a right path, right? So, I get you. And this is something which is very important because most of the time, business of a specific size and scale always, come back and say that, okay, see, this is something which is new, which is extra expensive. Do I really need to think about it? And that is where the discussion closes. That is where, you stop checking for a use case for yourself. And I guess this is the message that, there might as well be a ready model available. You might as well just copy paste it, do it. Probably it's not 100%, but even if it is 80%, you are 70% more efficient, if not exact 80%,
Absolutely.
right? So,
Absolutely.
so finding right opportunities, use cases within the business is important.
Yes.